Your height is not just a random clothing size. It is a strict, unyielding law of physics that dictates exactly how much force, speed, and power your body can produce. Hard work matters, sure, but at the elite level, training volume bows to geometry. A 6-foot athlete cannot physically replicate what a shorter body does, and a shorter body structurally cannot match a giant today. We are breaking down the hidden physical cheat codes of every single height range, from the compact rotational engines that defy gravity, to the massive kinetic whips, to the frames so large they literally force sports to rewrite their rule books. Look at the scale. Find your bracket, because by the end of this breakdown, you will understand the exact mechanical blueprint written into your skeleton. Let's go. Category 1, 5'1" and under, the pivot giants. If you occupy this bracket, the modern world treats you as small. But in the air, you are an unstoppable rotational engine. It comes down to a law of physics called angular velocity. When a spinning object pulls its mass closer to its center, it rotates exponentially faster. Because your limbs are shorter by default, your mass sits closer to your rotational axis by factory. Design, trying to out-rotate a compact gymnast when you're 6 feet. Tall is like trying to spin a heavy broomstick as fast as a pencil. The geometry simply won't allow it. Your compactness isn't a limitation. It's a gravity cheat code. Category 2, 5'2" to 5'6". The leverage specialists. If the pivot giants own the air, this bracket owns the ground. The fitness world celebrates long limbs, but in the realm of raw strength, a long lever is an absolute liability. Think of your bone like a wrench. The longer the wrench, the farther it has to travel to turn a bolt, distributing massive structural stress across the joints. At this height, your shorter bones create a dramatically shorter path of travel less. Distance means your joints can generate explosive torque with zero wasted energy. You are mechanically optimized for force production in a way that long-limbed athletes structurally cannot match. If a tall athlete tried your relative load, it would be a medical emergency. You are built for pure concentrated force. Category 3, 5'7" to 5'9". The agility architects. What happens when you need to change your direction? Instantly, while a giant is trying to stop you, you exploit a physics tax called inertia. Inertia is an object's resistance to changing its state of motion. The more mass an athlete carries, the more force it takes to decelerate, stop, and redirect. Taller defenders have reach, but they are constantly fighting their own weight mid-movement. At 5'7" to 5'9", your balance point sits incredibly close to the ground. You can stop, cut, and accelerate faster because your frame is mechanically smaller. Taller players aren't slow. They are just stuck paying the inertia. Tax on every single touch. Category 4, 5'10" to 6'1", the all-rounder zone. The previous brackets are highly specialized tools. This range is different. You don't specialize in a single physics cheat code. You stack all of them simultaneously in biology. This is the golden mean. Your limbs are long enough to provide elite leverage and reach, but short enough to avoid extreme joint shearing forces. More importantly, your heart doesn't have to strain against gravity to pump blood to your extremities the way a 7-footer system does. This is the engine of ultimate versatility. It is why multidisciplinary sports that demand strength, speed, and endurance all at once are overwhelmingly dominated by this exact window. Your advantage is completely invisible because everything on your frame just works. Category 5, 6'2" to 6'3", the propulsion engines. Versatility is over. From this point up, the biomechanical conversation completely shifts to one metric. Extension. This is where the ape index dominates the ratio of your wingspan to your height. In this bracket, your skeletal frame frequently pushes past a standard 1.1 ratio. In fluids like water, that asymmetry is a massive biological cheat code. A longer arm enters the water farther ahead, catches a larger volume of displacement, and pulls the body farther forward per stroke. Your arms aren't just limbs anymore, they are biomechanical oars, allowing you to maximize surface area and rewrite your athletic ceiling. Category 6, 6'4" to 6'7", the kinetic striking class. To understand this frame, you have to look at the law of kinetic energy. Velocity matters exponentially, more than mass. If you double the mass of a throw or punch, you double the force. But if you double the speed, you quadruple the impact energy. This is the whip effect. A longer arm provides a much longer runway for the hand to accelerate before release or impact. By the time impact or release arrives, a longer arm delivers a level of velocity that shorter-armed frames simply cannot match from the same wind-up. Your limbs are kinetic energy generators. Every throw, swing, or strike carries built-in ballistic superiority. Category 7, 611, and above. The Titan tier. Every other height. Group utilizes a biomechanical tool to defeat an opponent. The Titan tier does not use a tool. You are the environment. The physics concept here is called total occlusion. Your sheer physical presence forces every single opponent in your vicinity to completely alter their own body mechanics just to function. A standard shot is precisely engineered to clear regular defenders, but against an 8-foot wingspan, that mathematical equation completely breaks. Opponents have to slow their release, warp their footwork, and destroy their own form. You didn't just block the shot, you edited their mechanics before the ball even left their hands. 8 distinct height brackets, 8 completely unique structural profiles. There is no universally superior build, only a series of highly specialized geometric toolkits. So, which evolutionary cheat code is built into your skeleton? Are you the rotational engine or the kinetic whip? Drop your height in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button and I'll see you in the next breakdown.